portrayal of that, we would not have got, well, the Dracula we all see. Why, hello and welcome back to Monster Month, a brand new series, the fourth and final phase. Yes, I know, but hey, it's gotta be fun while it lasts. Anyway, yes, I've got so many reviews for you all, so let's go with this one. Today I'm reviewing Dracula, 1931. So this stars, of course, the legend that is Bela Lugosi as Dracula, and of course we see in this, real estate lawyer Jonathan Harker arrives at Dracula's castle, or Renfield, and of course Dracula wants to purchase some estate there in London, and he makes his way there eventually, where he encounters the monster hunter Van Helsing, and of course, just is very sinister and menacing in his chilling performance. Now, this one is based on the stage play Dracula, which Bela Lugosi had starred in as well. Of course, this is based on the works of Bram Stoker's Dracula as well, but in this, Lugosi brings his own form to it. So what I liked about this one is that this was the first ever horror movie in history to have sound in it. Yes, it had sound effects, and we got to hear voices for the first time in a horror movie. I mean, the first movie with sound goes back to 1926, The Jazz Singer, but horror movies had never been done like the way before. Also, I liked the opening where it played Swan Lake at the start and revealed the players, because that's what they were back then, when they were, the actors were revealed as players, because cinema was still a very early thing, especially coming out of the silent era. And I thought Bela Lugosi, well, let's say he's invented the modern trope for Dracula. I mean, look at all the people that have played Dracula after him. They've always gone with that, I am Dracula, and having the cloak and everything, and behaving in such a manner and looking aristocratic. If it wasn't for Lugosi's portrayal of that, we would not have got, well, the Dracula we all see. But it's all started because of him, and Bela Lugosi, his performance was just brilliant, and he was just perfect in the role, even though Dracula had never been seen on screen like that before. Also, we had Van Helsing in this, played by Edward Van Sollen, who again did a good job playing the character of Van Helsing, where he encountered Dracula. He was a good rivalry too. I also thought we had some good other female leads in there that were also good in this, that I enjoyed watching. Of course, this film is about 70 minutes long, so not a long movie, but still a good entertaining one. And even the effects, where we see a bat flying around, that's puppetry, but it's meant to be Dracula. Also, around the same time this one was being made, there was also another one being made in Spanish. By daylight, they would do this one that I'm reviewing now, but by night, they would film the Spanish Dracula film, where they would, go on to that and film that, which runs slightly longer, and people have said is more entertaining and enjoyable. I wouldn't know, because I gotta be honest, I haven't seen that one, but there are those who have. But yeah, maybe I should try and find it and watch it with my master. But yes, but I'm talking about this one. Also, director Todd Browning, he did good on directing this too. The effects for the scenery and the studio work they did for Dracula's castle were just so good and gloomy. I don't know if it could have worked in colour, but back then they didn't really have much of a choice, because, They really could do black and white cinematography, but hey, I don't care about that. It's just a great film and it was entertaining, and this kind of made and break Lugosi's career. See, he became kind of typecast as Dracula, and he just, kind of, got stuck in the horror mantle then for a good while, but still. Dracula is a vampire, and vampires are immortal, and in many senses, in real life, they kind of are throughout literature, because we still talk about them, and still read books, still watch films, and we still get all that. And, Dracula, I just think, is a true icon in horror, and still gets played in many films to this very day, long after Bela Lugosi's passing. I mean, we've had many other modern adaptations. I mean, in 2023 we had, Renfield and The Last Voyage of the Demeter, which were Dracula takes. I mean, Dracula movies. But, yes, Dracula's gone on to be throughout pop culture, in parodies, in, cartoons, in kids' animation. If only Bram Stoker could see what his creation has done to this very day, even though now I'm raving on about off the film topics. Anyway, Dracula, 1931, entertaining film, brilliant one. I enjoyed it for its first Universal horror movie with sound, and this is where the golden age of Universal monsters began. So yes, I will give Dracula 1931 5 bang monster teeth out of 5. So there you go, there's your review for today. So I will be back with another monster review for you very soon. So until then, don't have nightmares and enjoy the 8 final monster reviews. But this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of our 4th and final phase. But we will have many to come, so stick around for that. So until then, as I said already, don't have nightmares.